Welcome. In the last session, we discussed one of the topics of UPSC essay that was asked, and that was empires of the future would be empires of the mind. Now, we had explained this answer in one of the ways, and there was a query that had come up which talked about that it does not explain the answer in the way what you did, but there is another explanation. So, let's understand a clarification on the query which has been raised. So, this was the topic, and this is the query which has been raised. Now, let's first understand. So, both the perspectives, first of all, are correct. You can answer the question in either of the perspectives. I'll try to explain a quick glimpse of both the perspectives here. So what we explained in the previous perspective, let's first ponder over that and we'll come on to the new perspective then. The first perspective that we talked about was the idea, if we talk about the territorial past. In the past, how did the empires establish themselves? The more territories that they conquered, the more empires they had. We had good examples from Britain, we had examples from Spain, Portugal, even the ancient civilizations we could understand were examples of the territorial expansion. So, in the empires of the past, if we say, it was how much territory you acquired would be the area you would be you would have a control over. Now, if we talk about the future, what would be the scenario? More minds you are able to control, more products you could actually sell to them. I take a very simple example. You can take an example from a country like Taiwan supplying, or country like Hong Kong supplying products globally. Now, if they have, let's say, a toy industry and they can control the mind of the children across the globe, then they can establish that empire throughout the globe. The same comes in true with the examples that we had discussed in the last lecture. Now coming on to the perspective that the student has raised, and this perspective is again one of the good perspectives that we can consider, and it says that if you bring in the best brains of the world, you would be able to establish the empire, and this is in line with the idea of brain drain. So we have examples from countries like United States, countries like Israel, countries like Japan, who are able to establish their powers by bringing in some of the brilliant minds into the country, and with that they can actually create their economies and have a control over the others, right? So this is what we understand under the second perspective. So when you are writing your essay, it's important that you cannot answer, there is no black and white. There are always shades of gray, and since it is a subjective paper, whatever point of view you take into, you have to stand by that point of view. You cannot just dwindle across when you are writing your essay. So if you have considered point A, your answer should be completely in line with point A. If you have taken in point B as your option or your idea, your answer would be in line with that. But in this case, both the answers are correct explanation for the question. In case you have any further questions or doubts, feel free to raise those. We'll be more than happy to explain those. Thanks for joining in.